Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of Crazy Things People Think About the Female Body. If you missed part 1, I definitely encourage you to check it out by clicking on the link above. It's also in the description, just in case. Now, on to Past Me. This person is actually a girl, and she obviously knows now that this was something she thought when she was a kid, and I just included it because I thought it was hilarious. I thought women had their periods forever. When my first period stopped, I assumed the neighbor's dog impregnated me when I pet him. For a month, I believed myself to be carrying a half-human, half-dog baby. This story is brought to you by the Ontario Catholic School Sex Education in the 90s. So it's awesome that she told people this story because she had to know, of course, that I'm sure people were like, wow. But the sad part about this is that sex education, not just in Ontario in the 90s where she was, but sex education all over is pretty unanimously terrible. I had sex education in 10th grade, in which I was like 14, 15 by that time. It was something to remember, but mostly just because the teacher came into the room, shut the blinds, and turned down the lights, and put a blanket on the floor, and everyone's like, oh man, I don't know what's happening, but I did not sign on for this. And then he handed everyone cards with various STDs on them, and then had people come up and sit on the blanket and was like, okay, so Susie, you had sex with Bobby, and Bobby had AIDS, so now you have AIDS. And Bobby also had sex before this with Jenny, and Jenny had herpes. So now you all have herpes, and just made this tree of STDs, and just said, don't have sex because you'll get STDs and die.
My fond imagining when hearing that story is that somebody walked away from that saying, my teacher shut the door, turned all the lights down, and then gave everyone STDs.
Yeah. So yes, what I learned from that was stay away from the teacher. That scared me. But otherwise, not much. The answer was just don't have sex. Which, although abstinence is obviously the only sure way to avoid getting pregnant or getting an STD, people need to know the alternatives. People need to know that, condoms and other types of birth control are a thing, and they need to know how to use them properly. Because you can tell your kid not to play with matches all you want, and hopefully they won't. But on the occasion that they do, you need to also teach them how to put the fire out.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I went to school a few more years earlier than you did, and when I had sex ed, it wasn't until 11th grade, and this was the same year that 5 girls in the 8th grade were pregnant, and I was in a school where an average class size was about 120 people, so it was kind of a significant number of students.
A little bit late on the info.
A little late on the info at that point.
Yeah, it's a problem. I hope this person wasn't actually pregnant when they wrote this. Please. Okay. If you throw up while you're pregnant, can you throw the baby up? So if the baby's only a couple weeks and you throw up, can you throw up the baby? If you have to ask this question,
please don't procreate.
Yeah. Don't have sex. Abstinence. My 10th grade teacher would tell you. Abstinence.
Wow.
No, because the stomach and the uterus aren't actually connected. I'm not sure if you're aware. Uterus, stomach, not the same thing. You eat a big meal, your uterus is not full.
The knee bone's connected to the fallopian tube. No.
Ow. The terrible song. Oh, so this one has an accompanying photo.
Oh no.
This is the photo. It is fish cut in half with various sizes of holes put in them. Dear women, God made...
Well, that's always a good start.
Yeah, right? God made virgins for husbands, not boyfriends. Keeping your virginity till marriage is the best gift you can give to a husband. A virgin is more likely to have a tighter connection with her husband than a loose woman who has had multiple sexual partners. So, regardless of whether or not you believe in abstinence till marriage, that's totally for you to believe. However, the main problem with this is that clearly this is one of the many men on the internet who believe that a woman's vagina size is dependent on how many men she has been with. The vagina is a muscle. It's not a fish, especially not a dead fish. Ew. Because, again, a muscle. If it can push a baby out and come back to size, a couple men are not going to do anything to change that. And also, you're a jerk. Just throwing it out.
Yeah, that one too.
So this is the same man as the previous one.
Oh, well, double trouble.
And this is very fun also.
Uh-oh.
Again, starts with Dear Women.
Oh, always good.
That's how you know we're having a conversation. Dear women, when men have sex with you, they deposit some of their personality in you through their discharge. Having multiple men discharge into you negatively affects your psyche and personality. God designed women to be recipients of only their husband's discharge. First of all, discharge, really? Why? Why are you calling it that? So apparently, if you're a woman who's had sex with more than one man in your life, congratulations, you have multiple personality disorder. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Explains a lot.
I mean, some women I could see maybe, but I hopefully do not have to tell you that is not true. None of their personality comes through their discharge. I mean, wait, what I don't understand is, so do men lose this personality? Because nowhere in here does he say that the men, shouldn't do this. It's only women.
It's funny how that's always the case, isn't it?
So is he thinking that, if women are gaining this bits of personality, men must be losing it?
Well, he's definitely losing it.
This was on a page that is devoted to helping men flirt and get a woman.
Oh boy.
And it's pretty much as disgusting as you can imagine, but this one is probably up there with one of my favorites. This was on a list of top 10 ways to flirt with a woman sexually. Number 2, let her know you know. Want to know a secret about female sexuality that 99% of men don't know? Here it is. Many women feel compelled to vacuum their house when they're ovulating. Some experts believe it has something to do with wanting to clean the nest before laying her egg. So when a woman tells you she is vacuuming, say, "Vacuuming? Are you ovulating or something?" She'll be stunned that you know this and wonder what else you know about female sexuality. Of course, if
she definitely will wonder.
Of course, if she doesn't know what you mean, fill her in. Women love it when you teach them something new, especially about themselves.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Even if you did know something to teach them, which clearly you do not, women don't love that.
Yeah. At all. No.
I mean, part of me kind of wishes that were true, because maybe then I would vacuum.
Well, see, I don't ovulate, and I also don't vacuum. So I guess there's a correlation. I don't know.
It's true.
Must be. It couldn't just be that I have very few carpets and really hate to vacuum or anything, but
that could be part of it too, I suppose.
Also, I love that she lays her egg. Apparently, we're also chickens. Well, clean my nest.
Now, is it fish or chicken? I mean,
women are all kinds of things. It's probably from all the personalities from the men.
That must explain it.
Some men give you chicken. Some men give you fish.
Some men give you STDs if you listen to your own.
That's right.
Instructor.
Men are the gift that keeps on giving. So this is one of the last few, and it's talking about vaginal detox pearls. This is actually a shop. I saw this on Instagram and went to their shop to check it out, and it says that doing these cleanses will help with all these various things. Hey ladies, do you have any issues with any of the symptoms above, or are you trying to conceive? With the use of this brand that I am not going to promote, vaginal detox pearls, you can help aid in removing the symptoms above. They help remove old sperm, stag blood, and dead tissue. All the products are 100% organic herbs that attract bacteria, and these things are in stock now. And these are the things that it says they treat. Let me give you the gist.
Endometriosis, fibroids, cysts, vaginal odor, bacterial vaginosis, urinary tract infections, yeast infections, heavy menstrual cycles, bipolar cysts, vaginal dryness, hysterectomy, uterine bleeding, fungal vaginitis, tubal blockage, looseness dryness, and trichomonas vaginitis.
So all of these are wrong, because no herbs in your vagina are going to treat any of these things. It definitely will not help with the vaginal odor because you're basically fermenting herbs, so please don't do that. But also, I'm not sure...
But they're all organic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like snake venom.
I'm assuming this person also assumes that you menstruate from your bladder because it says that it will help with UTIs. So I'm not sure how that works. And also, I'm curious what it does for hysterectomy. Is she trying to say that your uterus will grow back? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what she's trying to...
I think there would be a lot of women out there that would be really upset if
right?
that were the case.
Like, I tried this to treat my UTIs and my uterus just plumb grew back. I don't know what happened. So, if you're having a problem with any of these issues, Again, I feel like this is, something I'm saying a lot, but please, for the love of all things holy, see your doctor.
Yeah, I thought that's where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Had a hunch.
Yeah. Because your doctor will treat these things in an actual way and not just, ferment herbs in your vagina. That's not the way to go.
Super gross.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Please don't detox your womb, is what she says.
All the womb
The
men
womb man want to
need
detox their wombs. Yeah, just no. Don't detox things. If you have a problem, see a doctor. Don't detox without talking to a medical professional. You have a liver. It's this magical organ that does that for you. If it's not working correctly, then you have a medical issue that you need to see a doctor for. Don't use vaginal pearls, which calling them that does not help, by the way.
It's just disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, this person thinks that when women and men's skin is very different, to the point where it's a serious problem. He's talking about something else, but he says they're not the exact same product. Men and women are biologically different. If a woman were to, for example, use a razor marketed towards men, she would skin herself alive because women's skin works different than men's skin. Wow. So I shave my legs and armpits because I like to, because maybe I'm weird. I don't know, sorry. Even in the winter. But anyway, I shave a lot. And anyone that buys women's razors will tell you that generally they cost more and aren't as good.
They're exactly the same except for they're pink and twice as expensive.
And I mean, hey, I like the color pink. I like pink razors, but not generally enough to pay more for them to use them, be able to use them less before they dull out. So apparently I have no skin because I've been skinned alive by the men's razors that I usually use. So apparently don't use men's razors or you will die.
Thank God that this person was there to tell us that.
I know. I won't ever do it again. I wish it wasn't too late for me though.
Yeah.
Under these clothes, skinless.
Well, maybe if you use some of those vaginal pearls, your
Skin will grow back. Oh, maybe.
Anything's possible.
Right.
Apparently.
So this person, this was actually a woman now that I recall.
Oh no.
Which makes it so much worse. But she's gonna school you. So you ready for this?
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Sorry, but in childbirth, your clitoris will need to grow up to 10 centimeters to actually give birth. That's why they say you need to be 10 centimeters dilated to start pushing. I'm not even 18 yet, and I got that one right. Yeah, so clitoris does not grow to give birth. That would be useless, as the baby does not come out of the clitoris. Wow. I think you're thinking of the cervix. Different organ altogether. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are super confused about the clitoris. A lot
Tell me
of
about,
people.
I mean...
If I were to include those, there would be a lot of people on this list that were very confused about it, that think that people pee out of it, or that it's useless. Oh, there was someone who said that you shouldn't give females male traits because females can't actually orgasm. They just make noises and fake it, and it can't actually happen.
Honey, I have bad news for you. You've been with the wrong people.
Yeah. Or you are the wrong person, depending on whether it was a man or a woman. But yeah. So that was so much fun to do, and man, I learned some things, or was terrified by some things. I'm not really sure yet. Thanks again to my sister Angela from Travel Rebooted for coming on this crazy journey with me. If you guys liked this video, you're awesome and weird, just like me, and I would love it if you could hit the like button down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a handy button down below for that as well. If you want to see what I get up to when I'm not making crazy YouTube videos, here are the links to all of my social media fun. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So the fish that came before this, I mean, it explains a lot. I mean, maybe that's what was happening. I don't know.
That fish looked like it had a lot of
A lot
personality.
of personality. All right. This one was, wow, that kills sperm. Yes, they're very angry. They're
Like Pac-Man.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, okay. Mostly because I like to feel like a cricket. If you like to put a ring on it. No. It's not that kind of ring. Yogurt.
Oh, no.
Well, if we can slurp up water, why can't you slurp up
I
yogurt?
suppose that's... Hey, you could have a bath of yogurt and you'd kill two birds with one stone.
That would be nice, actually. I bet it would be very soothing on the skin. Which is good because I ripped all my skin off.
That would be good for you, yeah. Not afterwards.
No.
Sorry, that was super gross. You're a jerk. Anyway, we're gonna cut that part out, right?
I'm gonna cut it and just leave that part of you asking me to cut it, and then I'm gonna be like, wait, what did you cut? No.